Clover fresh milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express Mzansi, and I trust you're having a fantastic Wednesday afternoon. Now, mac and cheese has got to be the most popular go-to dish that everyone has a recipe for. But today, we show you a lighter version with all the creaminess and still the same flavor with our Butternut Faux mac and cheese. Dumi?
Yes, girl.
Faux mac and cheese, this
Yes.
sounds so good because, Dumi, if you're anything like me, as soon as I have a carb, it shows. I bloat immediately. So that gut will show that, that carb. So here, let's take out the complex carbs and let's go vegetarian.
Well, not necessarily vegetarian, but we're going less bad carbs, more good carbs.
Okay, I can do that then. I can do that.
So like you said, everyone has their own recipe for mac and cheese. And the thing about it is sometimes people get tired of pasta because the carbs, obviously. So what I'm trying to show you here is that you don't have to worry about it. You can actually have it as delicious as you always do, just with more veggies. And I know we all try to get our kids to have the veggies and they don't. You can trick them into eating their veggies today. So we're going to start off by actually frying off our mushrooms. That's the first step. I like to have mushrooms in mac and cheese. Well, I love mushrooms. I could eat mushrooms.
Just as is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, do me.
And
it's so interesting that you say that because we have been speaking a lot about the options and the variations, whether you decide to go meat-free or whether you decide to, you know, stick to the proteins. But the other weekend, I was craving some mac and cheese, something hearty and warm for the weekend. So I decided to make mac and cheese, but I was missing that protein. I was missing something hearty in it. I decided to do the same thing, girlfriend. I added some mushrooms into the dish and voila, magnifique. I didn't miss the meat at all.
Exactly. So we're going to be using our cream today, our Clover cream. And as you know, it's made with Clover milk, which is already, we know the quality tests that have been done there. So that you just know it's a quality product. So we're going to start with adding those now. But before I do, I want to first fry my chili flakes as well as my oregano. And as you can see here, I've got the flesh from my butternut on the inside, and this works as our fake cheese because the stringiness of it will actually have you thinking that there's cheese in there.
Wow! Because I'm like, Domi, I have not seen no cheese over there on that side of your kitchen, but so far we're calling this a faux mac and cheese.
Correct.
So that's right on the money. South Africa, if you want to try this at home and get your hands on this delicious butternut faux mac and cheese, please do allow yourself to head over to the Afternoon Express website, afternoonexpress.co.za, and you can grab the everything you need, the details as to how you can create this with the love from Clover.
Correct. And the one thing I also love about this is that if you don't want to use the cream, because Clover has such a beautiful range, you could use sour cream perhaps. You could replace the actual fresh cream for sour cream, and that it would still work just as well. But then before I go further here, I just want to show you before I add the cauliflower how it actually looks.
Oh wow.
That
I see the color in that.
Yes, and what's going to happen is when the cream reduces, it thickens, right? So that basically means that you've got exactly what you need. It's nice and thickened, it looks like cheese, but it's not. And basically, here we go with our faux mac and cheese.
That looks delicious.
And all we're going to do is we're going to top. I've roasted some cauliflower, so this is what we've got in here. I've got roasted cauliflower, and I also roasted my butternut as well. And then all we're going to do is just fill up our butternut. We don't need additional plates or anything like that. You're going to eat from the butternut itself.
Yes, queen. No, I'm loving this opportunity because I live alone, so if I make the dishes, I'm washing the dishes, queen. So I'm loving the fact that we're using our actual butternut shape here as the bowl. But Dumi, let's head over and speak about what we've been covering throughout the top of the show, which is the boy child. Finding out if there's a difference between raising a boy child and a girl child. Now, myself, I am the only girl out of a family of 4 boys, South Africa. Count them. But when my parents raised us, they decided to raise us all the same. So in terms of rules, responsibilities, and how we go about the household chores and the expectations expectations in the household, it was all the same. So in terms of curfew, we all had the same curfew. We all had to make sure we were home before the lights came on. We all had to make sure that we washed the dishes. We all had to make sure that we cleaned the kitchen, we cleaned the garden, and we cleaned the car. So I love the fact that my parents decided to raise us like that. Shout out to you, Mom and Dad. But South Africa, let's keep the conversation going. When you are raising boy children and girl children, is there a difference and why? Dumi, that looks delicious.
Thank you very much. I've just put a sprinkling of bacon on there, just, you know, to add that flavor. And you need that texture whenever you're cooking. So if you want to, you can do that. It's up to you. If not, it's completely...
super simple. Okay, South Africa, now to get your hands on these recipes, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Mwah, Valwa. I'm very excited, South Africa, because it's only the middle of the week. We still have 2 more jam-packed fire shows, right?
Oh, and they don't know. You guys don't know what we've got in store for you, but please do tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Please, may I give them a hint, Dumi, about what we're discussing tomorrow?
Okay.
All I'm going to say is, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is. Tomorrow, it's all about the fellas. So join us again tomorrow as we shine the spotlight on some of the mighty good men who inspire us all to be better. Until then, Mzansi, good night, stay safe, and happy eating.
Clover fresh milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.